Learn English to Gujarati logic words. Premise 2.
પરિણામ.
Welcome, brave thinker. Hey, you're about to learn some very smart words without sounding like a robot in a philosophy basement. And yes, you can absolutely enjoy this. Today you will learn English reasoning words and their Gujarati partners. We begin with premise, which is
પૂર્વધારણા.
then assumption.
ધારણા.
For thesis, we use
આ.
from the given set, and we will treat it as a target practice item you must remember. Then hypothesis is
પરિકલ્પના.
conclusion is
નિષ્કર્ષ.
implication is
સૂચિતાર્થ.
and consequence is.
પરિણામ.
If those look big, do not worry. Big words are just small words wearing academic jackets. The Logic Cafe disaster. Let's learn with a tiny story. A ridiculous story is often easier to remember than a serious one. You walk into the Logic Cafe, where nobody orders coffee without an argument. The waiter says, "Our special today is certainty with extra confusion." A professor stands up and says, "My argument starts with one simple."
પૂર્વધારણા.
That means premise. It is the foundation. Another customer interrupts. "Excuse me, that is not a fact. That is only a."
ધારણા.
That means assumption. In the corner, a student dramatically points at 3 notebooks and shouts,
આ.
as if this alone will pass the exam. Then a scientist enters wearing goggles too large for his face and announces a new
પરિકલ્પના.
a hypothesis. After 1 hour of debate, everyone reaches a
નિષ્કર્ષ.
nobody has actually ordered coffee. The manager smiles with a mysterious
સૂચિતાર્થ.
an implication that maybe the cafe earns money from confusion. The final
પરિણામ.
the consequence is tragic. Cold samosas and no cappuccino. Word spotlight. Now let's slow down and make each word behave. You listen, repeat, and mentally nod like a genius. Premise is
પૂર્વધારણા.
think, the base of an argument. Example. The argument is based on a false.
પૂર્વધારણા.
Assumption is
ધારણા.
think, an idea accepted before proof. Example. That is only a
ધારણા.
thesis in this learning set appears with the target form.
આ.
Repeat it clearly.
આ.
Hypothesis is
પરિકલ્પના.
think, a testable idea. Example. The scientist tested a new.
પરિકલ્પના.
Conclusion is
નિષ્કર્ષ.
think, the final thought. Example. We reached the same.
નિષ્કર્ષ.
Implication is
સૂચિતાર્થ.
think, the hidden or suggested meaning. Example. Her smile had a.
સૂચિતાર્થ.
Consequence is
પરિણામ.
think, what happens after an action. Example. Every action has a.
પરિણામ.
Mini dialogue showdown. Time for a quick dialogue. Imagine 2 friends trying to sound intellectual while choosing snacks. A. What is your?
પૂર્વધારણા.
Why do you think the spicy chips are best? B. Honestly, it is just a.
ધારણા.
I have no evidence, only faith and a reckless tongue. A. Good. Then form a.
પરિકલ્પના.
B. Fine. My.
પરિકલ્પના.
Is that spicy chips improve thinking? A. And your.
નિષ્કર્ષ.
B. After testing 12 flavors, my.
નિષ્કર્ષ.
Is that water is essential? A. I see the.
સૂચિતાર્થ.
Your smile suggests pain. B. Correct. The.
પરિણામ.
Is hiccups. A. And what about?
આ.
B.
આ.
Are the chips I still want? Logic has failed me. Quick drills. Your turn. I say the English word, and you try the Gujarati before I give it. Premise.
પૂર્વધારણા.
Assumption.
ધારણા.
Thesis.
આ.
Hypothesis.
પરિકલ્પના.
Conclusion.
નિષ્કર્ષ.
Implication.
સૂચિતાર્થ.
Consequence.
પરિણામ.
Memory tricks that actually stick. Let's make these words memorable. Weird images help, and luckily weird is free. 4.
पूर्वधारणा.
Imagine a giant stone foundation under a house of ideas. 4.
धारणा.
Imagine a floating question mark wearing glasses and pretending it knows everything. 4.
आ.
Imagine yourself pointing at nearby objects like a very dramatic shop customer. 4.
परिकल्पना.
Imagine a scientist holding a glowing notebook and whispering, I have a theory, and also fabulous hair. 4.
निष्कर्ष.
Imagine the final puzzle piece clicking into place. 4.
सूचितार्थ.
Imagine words casting shadows, because the real meaning is hiding behind them. 4.
परिणाम.
Imagine dominoes falling after one small action. Quiz time, no panic. You are doing great. Let's test your brain gently, not like a villain with a stopwatch. What is the Gujarati word for premise?
पूर्वधारणा.
What is the Gujarati word for assumption?
धारणा.
What target form appears for thesis in this set?
आ.
What is the Gujarati word for hypothesis?
परिकल्पना.
What is the Gujarati word for conclusion?
निष्कर्ष.
What is the Gujarati word for implication?
सूचितार्थ.
What is the Gujarati word for consequence?
परिणाम.
Your final challenge. Now say a tiny chain of logic with me. This is where the words start to feel natural. Start with a.
पूर्वधारणा.
Maybe you also hold a.
धारणा.
Then create a.
परिकल्पना.
Examine.
आ.
Carefully in your examples from the set. After thinking, reach a.
निष्कर्ष.
Notice the.
सूचितार्थ.
Behind the words. Finally, observe the.
परिणाम.
Congratulations, you just sounded like a calm, multilingual detective. Thanks and keep going. Nice work today. You handled some seriously academic vocabulary and made it look easy. Thank you for learning with me. Review these words again soon.
पूर्वधारणा. धारणा. आ. परिकल्पना. निष्कर्ष. सूचितार्थ.
And.
परिणाम.
Keep practicing, say them aloud, use them in your own sentences, and come back whenever you want another friendly brain workout.